been so supportive, especially to people, the underprivileged and the weaker sections of society. In my own way, I started Dr. Bali Pharma Foundation in memory of my husband. And the very reason to start that was to have a drug bank to procure life-saving emergency drugs, which was needed for my husband, but it was not available. But I thought that it might help people at large to try and get these drugs. Been so supportive, especially to people, the underprivileged and the weaker sections of society. In my own way, I started Dr. Bali Pharma Foundation in memory of my husband. And the very reason to start that was to have a drug bank to procure life-saving emergency drugs, which was needed for my husband, but it was not available. But I thought that it might help people at large to try and get these drugs, and the motto of the foundation was to save a life. And the foundation had been doing useful work and serving people as much as possible. And especially when I was a member of parliament, I would go and see these people. We were attached to the Apollo and the Vijaya hospitals that time. Why I'm saying this is because these are humanitarian causes. The more you do, the more you have to do, because it's just not enough. Rotary has been coming up with really new projects and trying to be useful to people. And as I said, water is like a drop in the ocean. Whatever one does is never enough because of the population and because of the kind of people and the less number of hospitals that we have. So we require more medical care and health care, which is very important. With my own upbringing, as it's already said in the citation, coming from a conservative family, I grew up with not much of academics because I was able to do only my matriculation, but my education went into dance. So dance by itself became my education. And later on, of course, films came by, and later on politics came by. But I've also been very fond of sports. There's a young, wonderful sports person sitting over here. But I was not too bad because my husband put me on to golf and I became a fairly good golfer. And I would play table tennis and won some cups when I was young. And as an artist, I was very fond of playing musical instruments. I loved playing the piano. That was one of the finest instruments. Anyway, I've done quite a lot of things in a short time. I would say short time is the life, because the lifetime is not enough to do so many things which you want to do, which you have in your heart. And you like to do so many things. But then life is just a bubble. You don't know when you go away. So till then, God's mercy, God's kindness, my parents' blessings and well-wishers, good wishes of my friends. I still carry on, and I'm into research. I try to try to revive the rare, forgotten ancient dance forms and present them today. So it's not that kind of a new fusion or confusion or whatever it is today, but I think whatever I present, the old, that is in fact new today, because I don't think many people might have been there to see what happened in the ancient times in the temples. But today it's as good as new or even better. I'm reminded of a beautiful quote, I don't know who said it, but it goes like this. People can forget what you have said. People can forget what you have done. But people can never forget what you have made them feel. So, I think this kind of a feeling which I try to bring in my art, in my dance form, because my art for me is prayer, my art for me is devotion, my art for me is sadhana. It's total, and it has to touch every heart, and it can only touch the heart when there is bhakti, devotion. So I mainly carry on till today with that great devotion that God has blessed me with, and to receive this wonderful award from Rotary Club of Chennai Towers. I am really gratified and humbled. Every award makes me more and more humble, and I'm very grateful to the Rotarians, and especially to Rotarian Vijay, who's been so sweet, and of course all the other Rotarian friends and her companions who met me. It's been very sweet, and it's been lovely being here, and amidst all the other recipients, well deserved, for whatever they have done with great passion, because you need passion and you need that hard work, because skill without, what do they say, is just nil. Skill has to have hard work. So you've all proved that, and by God's grace, I hope we keep proving that in future as well. Thank you so much.
As I brought out more and more babies, more parents became happy. I realized really I'm blessed with such a noble deed. I'm really grateful to God and my parents for having encouraged me for all these honors and encourage us to do further something new. So thank you so much for giving this award. Thank you, one another. Thank you.
Not in the same league as any of the other award winners here.
No.
I can make babies. I have 3 boys at home, but I'm not in the same league as Dr. Kamala Selvaraj. I play games like squash, like you do. And Prema ma'am, you would have hated me as a student in your school, I'm sure. I can't be an architect at all because I can't draw a straight line, seriously. And so why am I here? Selfish reasons, actually. Like she said, a pat on the back is always much needed. But I'm here because, whenever you feel low, I get this call saying, we like your work, we like your films. And that is what this is. This is you guys telling me that you like my films, you like my work. When I made Paralam Item, 6 months later, I get a call. I was feeling generally low at that time, also I was shooting in Alapi, and I get a call saying, you won the National Award for Best Tamil Film. And until then I hadn't won any of the other awards, the local awards, not even a film fair. And I know somebody said, they read the citation out and they said I won the favorite director award. They give a favorite director award when most of the other awards are given away, and they have to give you something so they give a favorite director award. And likewise, now after Nadamisi Naigal, I don't even know if most of you have watched my films. I know Swapna has because she acted in Nadamisi Naigal. After Nandini Nagal again, when things were not really great, I get this call saying we'd like to give you this for the sake of honor award. So I hate feeling low, but I like the fact that you're saying that you like my work. So that's why I'm here. Also, it's very difficult when you kind of switch lanes. I was a mechanical engineer, and I switched from that to become a filmmaker. And people around you don't take you seriously when you say you're a filmmaker. Seriously, trust me. You have to make films and make them stand up and take notice of your work. And I think post Kaka Kaka, to a certain extent, people around me kind of like my work, and they start looking at me with a lot of respect and interest. But there is still one person who doesn't look at my work with any respect, and who doesn't like my work at all. And that is me, myself. I don't like my work as yet. And if you tell me that there are people who like my work and they like my films, I don't believe you, and I don't believe it. But with this, maybe I'll start taking myself seriously. Thank you.